Quick question. When you crawl into bed tonight, which button will your brain press? Repair mode or survival mode? Picture it. The room is dark, your body's wiped out, and yet your mind is behaving like it just downed a double espresso. Annoying, right? Well, one tiny habit you did, maybe 6 hours ago, may have secretly rigged that choice. Here's the headline. Stress is the quiet director that decides which mode you get. It doesn't suddenly appear when you're tossing and turning. It's been rehearsing all day. During that tense morning meeting, the doom scroll on the train, the late night, just one more email. By the time you hit the pillow, your nervous system looks like a street festival that's technically over, but still half lit and buzzing. The good news? You don't need a personality transplant or a silent retreat lifestyle to flip the script. You just need a few levers that tell your body, hey, threat's over, stand down. Think of them as manual overrides for a system that's gotten too good at sounding the alarm. In the next 10 minutes, I'll show you exactly how to calm that machinery, not by dodging stress altogether, but by teaching your body to switch it off on time. First, let's zoom out. You can't uninstall stress any more than you can delete rush hour traffic from a city. But you can redesign the traffic flow. The real aim isn't a life with no emails, arguments, or deadlines. It's a body that doesn't treat every calendar notification like a 4-alarm fire. Picture your stress and sleep systems as two roommates sharing a single circuit breaker. When stress hogs the power all day, your sleep keeps flickering all night. So, our mission is to map the switches you can actually reach, so you know what to flip and when to keep the lights low after dark. Section 1. Meet your over-eager security guard. Think of your stress response less like a villain and more like an over-enthusiastic security guard. Its job is to keep you safe. Trouble is, it can't tell the difference between a burglar and an email with the subject line, "We need to talk." So it keeps hammering the alarm long after the building is secure. Inside your body, that alarm shows up as two main players, the HPA axis and the sympathetic nervous system. Don't worry about memorizing the names, just picture a two-part security team. One shouts over the loudspeaker, "Cortisol levels rising." The other sends guards sprinting through hallways, heart racing, muscles tensing, thoughts speeding up. Brilliant at 3 p.m. during a real crisis. Terrible at 11 p.m. when you're begging for shut-eye. Over time, if that alarm gets yanked too often, your security system changes the rules. Think of a thermostat nudged higher and higher until slightly overheated feels normal. Now minor hassles, traffic, a snarky comment, a late invoice, trigger a full-body response designed for genuine danger. Result? You feel wired on nights that don't seem dramatic at all. Here's the key point. Sheer willpower in bed. Relax, sleep, now, rarely works. You're trying to negotiate with a system that's been amped up for 12 hours straight. It's like walking into a stadium after the game and thinking you can hush 50,000 fans with one shh. The leverage point isn't 10 minutes before lights out. It's the dozens of tiny moments during the day when your internal guard decides emergency versus annoying but safe. Section 2. Train the guard, don't fire him. Now for the hopeful part. That same system is highly trainable. Just as regular fire drills teach people to exit calmly instead of stampeding, repeated signals of "we're okay" teach your stress response to stand down faster. Certain habits literally lower that thermostat and quiet the alarm. Let's turn those abstract systems into dials you can actually adjust. Think of your day like a playlist your body replays at night. If every track is high tempo, back-to-back meetings, frantic multitasking, constant pings, your nervous system expects more of the same when the lights go out. To get different nights, you've got to sprinkle in slower songs beforehand, not slam the stop button at 11 p.m. and pray for silence. Strategy number 1. Use dimmer switches, not on-off buttons. A 5-minute walk after work, 1 notch down. Taking a breath before opening that stressful email, another notch. A short box breathing exercise before dinner. Click, lights dim further. By the time you're under the covers, you've dialed the brightness way down instead of yanking the cord from full glare to pitch black. Strategy number 2. Build a landing strip. Plan a predictable sequence, tidy one small space, take a warm shower, flip through light reading. Those are runway lights telling your brain, we're descending now. The result? Your mental plane doesn't try to cruise at 30,000 feet while your body's begging to land. Looking ahead, stress science is moving toward sleep hygiene 2.0. Imagine training a rescue dog. Clear cues for on-duty and off-duty. Apps may soon coach micro-pauses between tasks, the way interval trainers guide sprints. Workplaces, clinics, homes, acting like coordinated traffic lights, could smooth daily flow so nights stop feeling like emergency landings. Section 3. Experiment like a sound engineer. Think of this process as fiddling with knobs on a mixing desk, not hunting for one magic switch. Tiny tweaks, when you move, what you notice, how you breathe, compound like interest. Keep what works, ditch what doesn't, and your nights will shift from crash landings to trains gliding into a familiar station. Action plan, your 3-step challenge. 1. Write down the key ideas you just heard about conquering stress for better sleep. Pen and paper beat memory every time. 2. Circle one area of your life, maybe the evening commute or that after-dinner email check, where this knowledge fits right now. 3. Take one small action this week. Could be a 5-minute walk, could be that landing strip routine. Tiny step counts. Do those 3 things and you've turned this episode into real progress. So here's what we covered today. First, stress and sleep share one circuit breaker. When stress hogs the power, sleep flickers. Second, your stress response is just a hyperactive security guard. Trainable, not evil. Third, daytime micro-habits. Those dimmer switch moves and landing strip cues teach the guard to clock out before bedtime. And finally, improvement works like a mixing board. Small, consistent tweaks compound into quieter nights. Take these insights, run your own experiments, and give your brain a nightly green light for repair mode. Because great days start the night before. Sweet dreams.